What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we are testing a Dialga Ditto team. This was a request by one of my viewers. So William, this is for you. Like you said, you really wanted to see a Dialga Ditto team, and so this is what I could come up with. Unfortunately, I don't have the resources necessary to make this game or make this team in game, just due to the fact that I really am using pretty much everything I have and more to prep for the start of Series 10, and I already made 5 rental teams, so it didn't make sense to create this team. So we're going to play it on Showdown. One thing that I have realized since playtesting it a lot is this team really struggles against Landorus. We don't have a good answer to it other than Ditto transforming. And one thing is maybe it is worth swapping out Indeedee into something that has a better matchup. But this is the team as is, so let's talk about it, right? So the first one is Dialga. This is a pretty standard Dialga with Flash Cannon and Earth Power as its main moves. We do have Protect and Trick Room because we do have that option of switching between the two. Very hyper offensive Dialga, really not much to say about it. Dialga, in my mind, really kind of struggles overall just because of the fact that it doesn't have the best damage output, and it's also not the best defensive either. It doesn't do well into Zacian, it doesn't do well into Kyogre, and it doesn't do well into Xerneas. So it struggles a little bit there, but Ditto usually is a good answer for that because of the fact that you can transform into those problematic Pokemon. So next up, we do have Landorus. So this is a really bulky Landorus, with the idea that you can use Rocky Helmet to get some good recovery and also just put on a lot of pressure onto your opponents. So hopefully we can take advantage of this set and just really pick up some really crucial knockouts. Next up, we have Torkoal. I thought the Sun Core would be a really good option for this team. Just I think all things considered, it gives us just a lot of good pressure and also good ways to deal with stuff. And also it gives us a good setting in Trick Room, right? And so we have a Torkoal with Eruption, Protect, Earth Power, and Body Press. And the EVs, it's relaxed to make it so it can live two Sacred Swords, from Zacian, and be able to put enough pressure and KO back. It also does have Body Press, given that that high defense to deal with things like Incineroar. We do next have Venusaur. So this is a pretty standard Venusaur. We are going to be able to outspeed max speed Regieleki in the sun. We do have optimal grassy terrain recovery HP, and the rest of it is pretty standard. Indeedee is great for follow me redirection. Expanding Force is nice, and so is Helping Hand. And finally, Ditto. Ditto is pretty self-explanatory. The one thing to note, though, is we are relaxed with 0 speed. And the reason for it is for one particular interaction is if you are leading Ditto versus an Incin and a Zacian, because of the way that speeds work, we will first get intimidated from the Incineroar and then transform into the Zacian. And so that guarantees that we will be at +2 with our Ditto instead of +1 if we were to take an Intimidate after. I know some people Choice Scarf might be a little bit weird given the fact that we do Trick Room on Dialga, but we do need that flexibility, and having something that can function outside of Trick Room is really great. So with that, let's kind of hop right in and see how we can do. We'll play a couple battles. I'm not the best at commentating over Showdown, so let's see how this goes. So first of all, we have a Yveltal team, right? So it's Yveltal, Regieleki with Incineroar, Suicune, Stakataka, and Rillaboom. So Landorus is really big here. Landorus deals with Regieleki, it deals with Incineroar. Not the best versus other things, but still worth it. So let's bring Landorus. I really like Lando Dialga, especially because we do have Earth Power for something like the Stakataka, so we can bring that. Venusaur really helps with Suicune, and we do need a good answer for Suicune, so I'm going to bring Venusaur. And then, let's bring Ditto. Let's have some fun. So, yeah. Like I said, William, please let me know your thoughts on the team. Hope that it is everything you wanted it to be and more. So we are going to see Stakataka next to Incineroar. And so, great. We do have Earthquake, but I'm expecting to see a Wide Guard. I'm still going to go for... I don't want to go for an Earthquake. Let's go for a Protect. We could swap in a Ditto for a second Intimidate. No, I want to just go for an Earth Power and a Stakataka. I think it's important to just try and pick up the knockout, as we do see, yep, you're going to target into us, and we are going to get rid of stack attack immediately. So this is huge, because now we have the option of going for spread moves, whereas there was the constant fear with stack that we couldn't. So we are going to see Suicune. Suicune is obviously going to be very scary, but what we can do is, I think we swap out a Ditto here, and then go for an Earth Power into their Incineroar. Just trying to get rid of it. We are going to see Yveltal come in, so that was a really great switch, as they are going to start Calm Minding up, and we obviously cannot do anything with our Suicune. But we do have Snarl, so I'm going to go for a Snarl here, and then swap out into Venusaur. Right, because what I'm thinking is if we can lower their stats enough, we have a really strong... We did have a really strong... Let's bring out Dialga again, and let's try and Sleep Powder into Suicune. We are going to see, okay, good, we do see a swap out. We do connect with the Sleep Powder, which I think is going to be really huge overall. We can go for... We are faster. I want to Earth Power into this Incineroar and swap out into Landorus. In the event that you go for a Fake Out, I want to try and at least get some Rocky Helmet chip. We are going to see a switch out as I make the same mistake again. Let's Flash Cannon into you, and then I want to Yveltal. We're going to bring out Ditto, just because now we have access to recovery, right, with Oblivion Wing. We are going to see the Oblivion Wing come into Ditto. We are going to take a little bit as... Ooh, that was not supposed to wake up this turn. Dialga is going to get the special attack drop, as we are going to get a little bit of chip with Flash Cannon. I'm going to go for an Oblivion Wing onto this Yveltal, because I want to get rid of it. I think if we can get rid of Yveltal, Suicune is in a really... Or not Suicune, Venusaur is in a position to beat Suicune. But what's happening right now is the fact that they're able to just get these double Snarls as they go for another Calm Mind. We can't keep letting it set up. We can put it to sleep, so that is a nice option. I think we have to Earth Power into Suicune, because we do want to lower the special defense and just try and get some more recovery with Oblivion Wing, as yep, you are going to switch out into Incineroar. We do get a little bit of recovery here. Snarl comes out, a little bit tricky because we are powering that up. Unfortunately, no special defense drop. I want to... Nope, I don't know what I clicked there. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to switch out to Landorus, because I need to at least put pressure onto Incineroar. Calm Mind, Protect, Scald. We are going to see the Fake Out, unfortunately, there, as they are going to make a really good read. I don't actually know if that was a read. And we do get the burn. I'm going to go for a Leaf Storm onto Suicune, knowing full well that it has Protect. I'm actually going to Protect to predict their Protect, and then go for an Earthquake. As we are going to see a Yveltal switch, which was a very, very good switch. We are going to see the Suicune Protect, but I think this isn't going to matter because of... Oh, we could... No, Ditto's low. Yeah, and because of the fact that we were burned, we can't really do that much. We're going to see them go for a Sucker Punch, as Snarl will pick up the knockout onto the Suicune. We know that you have this, so what we can do is we can actually... I say we Scald and go for a burn and Flash Cannon onto Dialga. Flash Cannon from the Dialga. We do get the burn, which is nice. Snarl is going to come out. It is going to take us for a big chunk. Oh no. So we are unfortunately disconnected. Quickly pause while we... Oh god, we'll pause and be right back. So we were able to come back. after a quick confusion. Let's go for a protect, and let's just double protect, trying to get some more damage onto the Suicune. We are going to see the Yveltal go for a Sucker Punch, and so I think we Leaf Storm into Suicune, and then just try and flash. Like there's probably no. I mean, by probably there's 100% no way we can win this. So I'm going to just try. I'm probably going to run after this turn, right? We're going to take a ton from that. We do, yeah, unfortunately not do nearly enough for it to matter. And then we are going to go down to one more Snarl as we don't pick up the knockout here. So Suicune is just generally a problem. We'll go for the pity. Oh, they switch out, which I don't really know why, because you probably didn't need to, especially because that happened. So yeah, very good game. Yveltal is a super tough opponent, but let's just keep rocking and rolling. We did unfortunately have to choose that again, but luckily it's the top team. So let's see what we can get this time around. We are going to see a Calyrex team. So it is Dracovic with a Rillaboom, Indeedee, Politoed, Calyrex, and Cubone. I mean, not Cubone, Marowak. Indeedee's a great answer to Indeedee, or to Calyrex. Venusaur is faster. Let's do Dialga. Dialga and Ditto. Torkoal. Oh, they have Politoed. I didn't even realize at first. Let's bring Venusaur. I think Venusaur is a good answer to Politoed. We are going to see Calyrex next to Indeedee. I think that makes sense. We live an Expanding Force. I say we go for a Trick Room and I guess a Follow Me. Yeah, I mean the Astral Barrage makes sense. We hopefully we don't live this. So this is game over. There's nothing we can do to stop that. Actually we can Venusaur. No, because you go for a Follow Me, so it actually doesn't even matter. Right? Because even if we Leaf Storm into Calyrex and switch out to Torkoal, you just go for Follow Me, and then that completely negates it. So this is one of the things where like Calyrex is one of the top Pokemon for a reason. We're gonna just take a double knockout here, and it's not worth playing out the last turn. Oh well, okay, that was a quick one. We don't even need to include that, but we're still gonna include that in the video. Yeah, I mean, Calyrex is such a monster, and like I said, Dialga, it definitely struggles in a lot of matchups, and I think I could have built this team a little bit better. Next matchup, we have the Xerneas, Incineroar, Rillaboom with Urshifu, Volcarona, and a Regieleki. I'm assuming that it's Urshifu Water. Torkoal Venu is actually really, really good here. So I'm going to lead Torkoal Venusaur. Dialga and Ditto, and not Indeedee, Ditto. I think that's our best option. I think why didn't I bring Ditto to that last game? I should have brought Ditto, because then I could have copied Calyrex, and we would have been in really good shape. But let's see. We are going to see Urshifu. Yep, it is Urshifu Rapid Strike versus Torkoal Venusaur. I'm going to... So Urshifu is most likely going to go for Surging Strikes. There's no way to change the weather. I'm going to bring out Ditto. I'm going to switch into Ditto just because I want to copy Rillaboom. And then I want to try to Sludge Bomb their Rillaboom, because that way I can go for Grassy Glide onto Urshifu. We're going to see the Fake Out. That's totally fine. Yep, it is going to be Surging Strikes. Surging Strikes is going to do practically nothing into me, and then we have Choice Scarf, Grassy Glide, so we will go first. Okay, so good to know. They only have grass moves. So we can Grassy Glide into your Urshifu, and then go for a Sludge Bomb into the Rillaboom. As we are going to see Instant in the back. Very good to know. Grassy Glide, not going to do that much at all. As we do... Wow, that did nothing. They're going to make the Smart Switch into probably... Yep, okay, so here comes Xerneas. Boss music plays. We need to preserve Ditto. So I'm going to swap out into Torkoal and go for a... I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb. I expect to see the fake out into the Venusaur slot. But that's fine. Venusaur cannot survive Geomancy from this range. This is tricky because I need Torkoal to switch. I could just switch to Xerneas. Switch to Ditto and then go for a Protect. Let's go for a Protect. We are going to bring out Ditto. Ditto is going to copy the Xerneas. We are going to see the Protect come out. They are going to smartly Moonblast into us and Flare Blitz into the what is it called? The Venusaur slot. But this tells me that my Moonblast will not KO their Xerneas. I do expect to see a Protect, so I'm going to go for that, and then I'm going to Moonblast into Incineroar and then swap out into Dialga. Just expecting this. Oh, there's even no... we do get a... Cool, we do knock out the Xerneas, but that's not going to matter. That's not going to matter at this point. We aren't high enough to survive a... what is it called? Another hit from Xerneas. So we go for the Sleep Powder and we go for the Trick Room. I don't expect to get it. We are going to see a Moonblast come out, especially because it was Moonblast into Venusaur, and then we do get the Trick Room up. So not the worst thing in the world. We do have a really strong Eruption, as well as a Flash Cannon into Xerneas. Aqua Jet, luckily, is not going to do that much, but I think given how much... given that, we shouldn't go down to this... Eruption does 21% into Xerneas, so it will live. And it is going to be our strongest option here, unfortunately. So we're going to see the Protect from Urshifu. I think that's smart. From the Xerneas, which is smart, just to reduce the amount of damage to guarantee that, hey, even if you get a crit, it's not going to matter. We still click Eruption anyway. I think we have the potential to pull it back, but we need a critical hit with... Eruption onto Xerneas to have any chance. But like I said, you are just whittling me away, and you bring out Rillaboom too. Actually, this is actually potentially doable because of that switch out. We are going to see because there's 2 turns of Trick Room left. Oh, no, this is great, right? Because now you're forced to bring out Xerneas. So you're forced to bring out Xerneas. We do have Grassy Terrain recovery, so we can go for an Eruption, and I think maybe at this range... Oh, no. Because, this is... Oh, no, because right now you can weaken my Eruption. I have 1 turn of Sun left, so I have to go for it. Yeah, that's... and they get the special attack drop, so this is not going to do it. We're going to do 8%. We should have gone for Earth Power. How much does Moonblast do? Moonblast does it does 44. So there's no way, right? We're not going to recover enough from Grassy Terrain to be able to pull this off. So unfortunately, we are going to take a loss this time. Like I said, I think it just is part of playing with Dialga that you're not going to be able to win every single battle, and there are just a lot of really tough matchups. So speaking of tough matchups, we have a Calyrex with Regieleki, a Rillaboom, Talonflame and Grimmsnarl. They have no helping hand, so that's big. Dialga with I like Dialga and Ditto with Torkoal, and then there's not really a good reason for Landorus. There's not really a good reason. Let's bring Ditto. We are going to see a Talonflame next to Calyrex. Okay, so this is... Calyrex should not be able to stop... Trick Room plus Follow Me. I don't think that they can stop the Trick Room unless Calyrex has Trick Room. This is hard. This is super hard. We do luckily have Torkoal as a switch in. Yeah, now Ditto kind of becomes useless because of the fact that we're going for a Trick Room. Unless they Tailwind. If they Tailwind, then the Choice Scarf isn't the worst thing in the world because we will still be able to beat... Okay, so they go for an Expanding Force, which is great. We are going to see a Flare Blitz. Unfortunately, does not pick up the knockout into a DD. I actually would have loved that. We can go for a Flash Cannon into Calyrex, as well as an Expanding Force and a Talonflame. Right? Yeah. Because we just need to try and get damage. We are going to see the Rillaboom come out, which is definitely a little bit unfortunate. Flash Cannon is going to do a sizable chunk, as it is going to be single target with Expanding Force. But what we can do at this point is we can go for a Protect and then switch into Torkoal, right? Because now we have multiple turns of Trick Room to play with, and we can at least KO. We have a pretty much guaranteed knockout onto this Rillaboom. Expecting to see... Just kidding. We do not have a guaranteed knockout onto anything anymore, because that was a really great read. Let's go for a Flash Cannon onto you. It's base 42 power. Actually, let's Flash Cannon onto Rillaboom and go for an Eruption. We do live. We are going to be able to get a little bit of chip. And we do pick up the knockout onto Rillaboom. So this is good for us. Torkoal is going to recover somewhat. This is the last turn of Trick Room, though. And so that makes things really scary, as we are going to see Talonflame come out. I want to Flash Cannon into Grimmsnarl and go for... I'm going to Earth Power into Grimmsnarl. We are going to get good damage onto that. And so this is good for us. We can't afford... We bring out Indeedee now. We can then go for... Oh, no. Oh, crud. Target into Grimmsnarl and go for a Protect with Indeedee. Because, right, there's no way we can... We need to live a hit from Talonflame. Oh, okay, so that's fine. That's actually really good for us. You're going to do that. And so now, like, Talonflame doesn't have a reason to go for... Oh, okay, so this is great, right? We have speed on our side. Let's go for a Flash Cannon onto Calyrex and then go for an Expanding Force onto Talonflame. We do manage to hold on. Take some damage there. Oh, great read. That was a really great read. We can bring out Ditto. We are at full HP and they're not. Brave Bird. We can go for a Trick Room and a Brave Bird onto their Talonflame. They're going to take a bunch of recoil as a result of going for that. As we put them... Oh, I think they're going to still pick up the win, though, because I think we're going to they're going to hit us, and then the recoil. Oh! Okay, so we managed to pull that out. Ditto coming in very, very, very clutch. I was super scared at just a lot of different points. But, oh, got a GG. And yeah, let's play one more unless I lose that, in which case let's play two more. But yeah, this is I think Dialga is so hard to use, and I see why people can't justify it. And I think this team, like I said, does need some refining, and I think with refining, it can come a long way. So now we are looking at Xerneas, Rillaboom with Indeedee, a Galarian Zapdos with what is it called? With Entei and Naganadel. Trick Room is huge. I think. Oh, we gotta. I always love when people are excited. Dialga and Ditto. Torkoal Landorus. That's the problem is that we're giving up Ditto for Trick Room, and we see an Indeedee Xerneas. We go for a Trick Room. Expanding Force. Follow me. Yeah, they're gonna get Geomancy. This is actually really tricky because of the fact that I don't think we can stop this. How do we do this? We just try and Flash Cannon and Helping Hand and hope that we can beat it that way. We do manage to hold on, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to pick up a KO that way. I think we still put on pressure with Sorry, I'm talking to the person about this team. I'm going to actually finish this battle and then talk. So let's go for another Helping Hand onto Dialga. I think that this is, yeah, we're going to lose the Dialga. We're going to lose both. Torkoal Lando. Okay, so we see Entei next to a Xerneas. We do have Eruption. I think we have to go for Eruption and then Rock Slide. And then hope for Flinch. All right, so we're going to see Protect. So we do get an Eruption off, do a solid chunk into Entei, and we are unfortunately not going to be able to get the knockout. We do unfortunately get burned on the Sacred Fire as well, so that's really not going to help our case. But we can still pressure with Eruption and, like I said, Rock Slide for the flinch and see like what that does. Oh, they're going to go for an Extreme Speed. But because of the Rocky Helmet, we at least pick up the knockout. We do get minimal chunk onto the Xerneas as the critical hit, and the removal of Trick Room pretty much is going to seal the game for us. So, great game to my opponent. Like like I said, William, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this team. I will refine it and make a better version for the next round of release. But as always, thank you all for watching. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.